This Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock right here on Fox 8, the Carolina Panthers kick off their 21st regular season at Jacksonville. And for the thousands who aren't able to watch that game on television, they'll depend on tonight's Newsmaker to illustrate it for them. This will mark Mick Mixon's 11th year as the voice of the Carolina Panthers, calling play-by-play on more than 50 radio stations. He's also one of North Carolina's most well-known and respected broadcasters, but there are a few other things you may not know about him.
The night, Lewis, the deep man, hugs it against his chest. Tom Brady and the Pats will start from the 20. Here's a look at the Miller starting lineup. When I was a boy, there wasn't a such thing as the Carolina Panthers, but the only job that I ever wanted since I was a little tiny kid, Neill, was to someday be able to connect a sports team with the people who care about it.
Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2.
And Mick Mixon does that through two different broadcast platforms. During the preseason games like this one between the Panthers and New England Patriots, he's on television with former Panther Mike Rucker on the Carolina Panthers network. But before this game even started,
what do you think about Charles Johnson? See a thumbs down in your mind?
He did a live segment in a smaller booth with his bread and butter, the Panthers radio network, where he's best known and where he'll spend just about all his time calling play-by-play during the regular season games.
In TV, you're providing just basically captions, whereas on the radio, it's the detail.
Much of that detail is on the two cardboard charts that accompany him everywhere.
The way I do it is I'll have opposing offense and then Carolina Panther defense. Okay. And then when the ball changes over, I'll just flip these over front to back so that I then have Panther offense versus whomever the Panthers are playing on defense.
On each chart, player numbers, names, and facts, like on this night, Patriots quarterback Tom Brady.
I have on here that his full name is Thomas Edward Patrick Brady, that he grew up Catholic in California, 3 sisters. He, one of 4 children, has 3 sisters.
Learning to prepare like this didn't happen overnight. After getting a broadcast journalism degree from UNC Chapel Hill, Mick would spend about 8 years in radio, producing sports stories and calling the play-by-play of high school and small college teams, and even a minor league baseball team. Then in 1989, he became the color radio analyst for UNC football and basketball games beside the legendary Woody Durham.
The jump shot, baseline, no good.
A stickler for preparation, detail, and superstitions.
One time he looked at me and he said, "Mick, you realize that 4 of the last 5 games you've worn a necktie that has the color of the opposing team in it?" And I looked down at my necktie. No, I just tried to wear one that didn't have a mustard stain on it.
Does your wife listen to your broadcast?
She listens to the broadcast.
Does she critique you?
She's not at the door right when I get home, but in a very tasteful way. She kind of, now what was it again that you were thinking?
Let's give them something to talk about.
But outside of work, Mick and his wife, Dawn, have a strong connection. She happens to be the lead singer of a group called the Franklin Street Band. Mick's the band leader and drummer.
Think about it this way. The older you get, the chances that you have to be on a team are less. So people do all kinds of things. Bowling, poker, softball, working out, jogging, everything. But this band is kind of like my team.
In fact, Mick recruited and hired Dawn to perform with the band before they became a couple.
And then in 2009, I got single. I had been married previously, and I got single, and I started studying up on her, and I thought, there's a lot more there than just Aretha, Janice, Patsy, and all the things that she can sing. I probably love my wife a little bit more than the Panthers, but I definitely love the Panthers right up there. Cam Newton hangs in the pocket.
So the band takes back seat now that football season started, and Mick's back in the booth, thinking about a different audience.
I'm just a regular old guy. I'm just a working man. I love to spin a wrench. I love to work in my shop. I love to change the oil. I love to play drums. I love my job. I'm there because only one person can be there. I know that they would want to be there if they could, so I want to try to represent them. I want our broadcast to be a meeting place. Behind the line of scrimmage, know where to run.
And so it is. Mick Mixon works for the Carolina Panthers, but he told me he's not under a mandate to be a cheerleader for the team. In fact, he told me in the 11 years he's been doing this, he's never been called into the principal's office, to use his words, even though he's been critical of the team at times.